Welcome to Marvel's Inhumans. I appreciate that everybody stayed to the end of the day. I'd like to think the best is last. We're extremely proud of the show. I just, again, are you guys out there? Okay, because you know what? This happens every time we do a show. First of all, you can tell the whole cast is here. Like, they're here. So, and even if you don't know them, you're going to get to know them. And so they need to know that you're here. And so, we'll try a little exercise. We'll see how we do. Okay, so as everybody knows, or at least I think they do, this show is so big that we could not contain it just to television. We had to take the folks at IMAX on a trip with us. And so the first two episodes are going to come together, and they're going to be in IMAX theaters on September 1st, all the way around the world. So what I want to do is I want you guys over here, I think that's half. You guys, I want, see, and it's going to be a problem because I always know it with you guys, it's IMAX September 1st, okay? So when I point at you, and not before, this side goes IMAX September 1st, okay? Ready? Okay, there's like 3 people over here that have to get thrown out. All right, we'll try it one more time because I know you need practice because it's the end of the day and you're tired, but wake up. So, ready and... Sweet. You know what you're going to do? You're going to be embarrassed because this side, you guys get to do the other side, which is that on ABC on September 29th, we're going to show the first 2 episodes with brand new footage. So it's kind of like a variant cover. And then the rest of the 6 episodes are going to air on ABC Friday nights at 9 o'clock. And so I'm not going to make it hard. All you need is ABC September 29th. So let's see. Remember, you heard them. You can do better. So, go. Okay, that was okay, but the fact that you people talked at all was a miracle. So we're gonna try one more time. You guys don't talk. You guys go. Boom. Okay, clearly this group just wants to get thrown out. So it's just, they're all gonna be ABC people. So, all right, now we're gonna try it. First IMAX, because that opens first on September 1st, and then you guys are gonna do it, and it's gonna be awesome. And here we go. Thank you. Awesome. I think we kind of know when the show is going to be on. We'll figure that out. This doesn't happen without an incredible number of people, particularly a show this size and scope. And I need to thank them all because I'm just lucky. That's all I can tell you. At Marvel, my partner and co-head of the division is Jim Corey, Kareem, Megan, Caitlin, Wendy, the incredible people that work in marketing and PR who are Mike and Tim and Raina, and I'm forgetting other people, and I know they're wonderful, and I thank you all for all your hard work. In New York, Dan Buckley, possibly the king of Comic-Con, Joe Quesada, and Alan Fine just made all of this possible. I can tell you that none of it's possible without our partnership at IMAX, and I just want to thank Rich and Andrew Collins, and in particular the guy who just sat down and said, I'm going to make this happen, and that's Greg Foster. And if you guys could give an extra clap for Greg, that would really be awesome. And then our friends and partners at ABC, Channing and Ben Sherwood and Joe and Patrick and Brian and Nay and Heather and Juan, you guys were incredibly supportive on this incredibly crazy idea that we had, that we were going to have a television show that opened in a theater and then went on to a television and had a 2,000-pound bulldog that we were going to actually make happen. But rather than talking more about that, let's bring out this cast, which if you don't know them, I actually guarantee you that after September 1st, they will be, we're just going to fill this hall again next year and have so much fun. The director of the IMAX and the first 2 episodes is an incredibly talented gentleman, and we're so lucky to have him. Rule, will you come out and say hello to everybody? Good to see you, buddy. You can't have pictures without words, and I was very lucky to be able to crowbar him out of another show onto this, where he's been doing really magical work, and that's Scott Buck and his incredible writing staff. And now we are going to introduce you to the Inhumans. Growing up, my favorite Inhuman, and if you all go out and find Amazing Adventures #9 in the back in the letter section, there's actually a letter from me writing to Stan and telling him what I thought the story ought to be, which tells you a lot about me. And my favorite character was Triton, and he's Mike, if you'll come out. And Mike, we have a little present for you to say thank you for being on it.
Oh, thank you.
Woo! There you go. All right, and so I should probably tell the cast to come this way. She came to us and just kicks ass as Oron. If you read the comics, she kicks ass in the comics, and so when Sonia first came in, we just said, well, she's going to have to play this part. So Sonia, come on out. Look at you guys. There's not much I can tell you about her character until at some point we're going to tell you. Let's just tell you that you're just going to fall in love as we did with Ellen. So, Ellen, come on out.
Dog for you. Dog for you.
We've been spending a lot of time talking about our 2,000-pound bulldog. She's the person who has to look after her. I have to tell you, I was completely taken aback because through the whole show, she's blonde and has the donut on the back of her head like in the comics. And when she comes out, she's not going to look like that, but you're not going to be disappointed either. So Isabel, come out and let everybody meet you. She plays Crystal. Now and again, I think one of the favorite for you guys, with these massive hooves, he can just destroy cities and stuff, and he's incredibly powerful, and we're so lucky to have discovered Emmy, and he's just somebody you're going to know and again, be truly delighted by. Emmy, come on out. He plays Gorgon.
Emmy!
If you're a fan of Lost, if you're a fan of The Sopranos, you know this gentleman. He was actually the first one cast when we found out that that we were going to have Karnak in the show, I could only just see Ken in the part. So, Ken, come on out.
Yeah, Ken.
When you're gonna cast Maximus the Cunning, not necessarily Maximus the Mad, although he might be, look, you know him even better than we did when we first started out, and it's been just an incredible pleasure working with Ewan. He plays Maximus. She is our queen. You saw her very briefly. She has the responsibility for about 40 pounds of hair that will move and be wonderful and be a CG element, and is an extraordinary actress and handled the drama and the comedy and just, ladies and gentlemen, Serinda Swan plays Medusa. So you go to an actor and you say to an actor, this is a great chance to play one of those iconic characters in Marvel. This character is over 50 years old. He's a king. He's regal. It's unbelievable. And by the way, there's no lines. And guess what? There's never going to be any lines. It's not like we're going back in time and you're going to get to do it some other way, or there's a magic surgery or anything else like that. And I can tell you, as the character that he plays, the acting that he does, just blew us all away. And yeah, I did say that. Anson Mount plays Black Bolt. So welcome, all of you guys. Some of this, how many for you this is your first Comic-Con? Okay, so you gotta make these people feel welcome, folks. Because I should probably mention that because we're here at San Diego and because we love San Diego as much as San Diego loves us, you're going to get to see stuff today that no one has ever seen before, and really enjoy.
Including us.
And then I should also mention, and I'll mention it again at the end, there is an opportunity after this panel that if you go over to Horton Plaza, they're going to show it in IMAX over there, and so we'll talk about that a little later too, but I just want to let you know that that's going on as well. And this gang will be here, and there'll be all kinds of opportunities to do that stuff. I want to talk with you guys first. So, Rule, like, you got this gig largely because you were insane enough to agree to go to Hawaii, and you're all sitting there going, oh yeah, Hawaii, oh, I'd do that. But if you shoot in the jungle in Hawaii for 4 months, you might have a different opinion. It's so lush and beautiful. Tell us just a little bit about like working with the cameras and trying to make something that has that size and scope.
Yeah, first of all, shooting in IMAX kind of scared everybody, you know, because I thought IMAX cameras were still like big refrigerators, but they have new digital ones, and I think we borrowed them from Avengers, right? So before I was involved, I wanted to test them out. So I brought a IMAX camera to a testing facility in Los Angeles, and I was throwing it around, and the people of IMAX, they were so scared showing me throwing this thing around. And then the funny thing, I asked them if they had any wider lenses, because I felt the lenses were not wide enough for this scope what we are trying to do. So they built a special lens for us for this show. And when you see this thing that we did on IMAX, it's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling beautiful.
want to click left to watch Marvel's Inhumans panel Part 2, or click right to watch the Marvel's Inhumans panel Part 3.